Canelo Alvarez, breaking his silence, finally answering the question about all the David Benavidez duck talk. Let's talk about it. Hey, I don't care what none of y'all say, man. That intro music a bop, nigga. That shit is a bop. What up, YouTube? T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV, man. Get your goofy ass in here and hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love. Shout out to gang, the bag hitters. Y'all know the count big. Special thanks to not a new subscriber, but the newest member of the Heavy Bag family. My guy John out of the Bronx. The BX, New York, getting that New York love. Truly appreciate you, my brother. Welcome. All right, man. Of course, my usual suspects, Tyrese Celestine, Sean and Don. Can't forget Troy Jack. Coco, I see you. My Aussie family, Mark Wynn. Much love, guys. All right, look. Canelo Alvarez finally taking the time out of his day to sit down with Michael Benson. Shout out Michael Benson. Or an encounter with Michael Benson, to answer the question that we've all been asking. And listen, we've been asking for this fight from Canelo Alvarez. It just seems like forever now. You're going to have the Canelo fanboys to even deny something as true as the fact that we've been asking for this fight from Canelo for, you know, over at least 2 years, solid, right? And it's you can't really deny that. This is who we've been asking for, and it's been frequent. And it's the walls has been closing in with this David Benavidez fight, most definitely over the last several months. And Canelo, speaking with Michael Benson, shout out Mike Benson. This is what was said. Canelo Alvarez on suggestions, he's ducking David Benavidez. Canelo says, quote, yeah, it always happens. Israel Landy Laura, Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs, Caleb Smith, Billy Joe Saunders. At the end of the day, I beat practically all of them. If I beat David Benavidez, they're going to say, oh, why don't you face this other guy? Look at my history. I've done everything in boxing. I've done it all. End quote from Canelo Alvarez. And listen, like I always tell you guys on this channel, man, I'm a fan of Canelo Alvarez. I've picked Canelo Alvarez to win in several bouts. I've pulled for Canelo to win, to win in several bouts. It's never been about disliking Canelo for any other reason other than fighting whom I feel like you should fight. Now, some of these names are most definitely true. A lot of y'all like to say that Canelo was green in that fight, but if you can remember, if you're old enough, if you're an old dog like me, this is what the fans was asking for back then, because they didn't want Floyd Mayweather to age out at 36 and Canelo was 23. And I always ask y'all, if Canelo didn't fight Floyd at 23 and 36, what age was he supposed to fight him at? 40? Didn't make any sense, right? But that's another conversation. You think about the Austin Trout. We called for that fight. You think about the Triple G. We had been calling for that fight. And Canelo, he got him right at the right time. God knows he did. And you got to remember, Canelo's almost 8 years younger than Triple G, right? And I just did a piece on Tim Tszyu, with Tim Tszyu liking the Canelo fight, feeling like he says he feels like a young Triple G. And I can see the similarities there, and that he also feels Canelo got Triple G at the right time. I just had to throw that in there. But some of these I can agree. Now, a Caleb Smith, a Billy Joe Saunders, nobody asked. Come on, man. Nobody asked for that shit, man. No, nobody asked for that. We definitely asked for the Israel Landy Laura, which it's a close fight. That fight right there make me cough, because Canelo, you know, I was surprised you got the nod in that one. But Billy Joe, Caleb Smith, even Danny Jacobs, I mean, we thought it was a good fight, but I don't think anybody was clamoring for the fight. like we are doing for David Benavidez, right? You could say that about Floyd. You could say that about Austin Trout, Israel Landy Laura, and most definitely David Benavidez from my memory. You know what I'm saying? This is what definitely applying that pressure on Canelo Alvarez. But I also feel like this David Benavidez situation is different because it's unique in his own way. Again, this was somebody who was the champion at 68, whom Canelo didn't have to fight in order to get the belt that he had. Now, mind you, again, he lost it on his own bullshit, right? But Canelo swoops in, grabs that, and goes on a magnificent run, against these champions, to say the least. Becomes undisputed in under a year, and Benavidez is the odd man out looking in, right? Again, undefeated in this division. This is his division, and never getting another opportunity at it again. If you look at it, he stays in the same division the entire Canelo run, and now here we are about to be, this is Canelo's fourth. I think this is his fourth undisputed title defense coming against Jaime Munguia, another person who's leapfrogged David Benavidez for the Canelo fight, right? So that's 4 title defenses, and over the last few years, and David Benavidez is outside looking in. Again, somebody who's been here, solidified here. He's already ran through 68 and then back up through 68. So it's definitely different circumstances when it comes to us calling for David Benavidez. And like I keep saying, I like Canelo chances in there versus David Benavidez. Neither one of them's going to be hard to find, and Canelo has the experience to do what he does. I think David Benavidez wins. I think the youth and the motor wins this fight for him, but it's going to be an entertaining fight. Bottom line, read between the lines. The reason why he hasn't fought him is because he doesn't want to fight him. And I truly believe for Canelo Alvarez and his team, which are really, really smart, and I think they're advising him to stay away from David Benavidez. David Benavidez represents the end at the end of the day. Let's keep it all the way a buck. Now, not to take anything from Jaime Munguia, because I do believe this is a really decent fight for Canelo Alvarez, even though it's one of those fights I still believe Canelo's the favorite. I wouldn't pick him to be the favorite over David Benavidez. That would be the first true 50-50 fight for Canelo, I feel, since Triple G won. And that was more like 49-50 because of the huge age gap. But I think David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez is really a 50-50 fight. I can't say that about the Jaime Munguia or against any of the champions he's beaten already at 68 or anybody he's defended against at 68. Excuse me, 68. I can't say that. And I don't think you can too. Matter of fact, real quick in the comment section, let me know what champion he beat at 68 or he defended his undisputed title against in 58 that you thought was a 50-50 fight. Make sure you put that down there. Because I don't think you felt it was a 50-50 fight with any of them. I know I didn't. But David Benavidez for sure. But I'm not mad at his response about all the David Benavidez ducking because he did name some hell of a fighters. You have to give him his credit when it's due. I've never had a problem giving Canelo his flowers and the credit he deserves. Again, my beef has always been about who you fight next. And to take Jaime Munguia over David Benavidez next, to me, that's just a duck. If it quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, got a damn bill, it's a duck. Now, I want to know how many people are going to call Jaime Munguia green. That's what I want to know. If Canelo beats him, who's going to call him green? That's the trick question, right? So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. That's all I got for y'all on this one. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I'm out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.